It's like the hottest event right now. Like I'm very interested in going. Today's party has an age limitation. So unfortunately, Andrew can't go with me because it's,
I'm aged out.
Yeah, aged out.
So Momi Momi is to squeeze.
Yes.
So
and they have a very sexy photo right here. Hi, Tokyo Tops.
So, do you know what one of the questions I get asked the most lately is?
What's your favorite hatenba?
No, because we've already answered that. And you can find that right here. It's actually people coming always on Instagram and being like, I'm in Tokyo this weekend, what's happening?
So today, because you guys are asking all the questions regarding where to go, what is happening, this weekend, I think it's good for us to introduce some accounts that you can follow to check out what kind of events are going on at the moment for you. We also put them into different categories. For example, if you enjoy clubbing, and we have some club events. If you love Asian music, K-pop, J-pop, we have places for you to go as well. And also, if you don't like clubbing scene at all, I also found a couple accounts for you to follow. They host events and gathering for you to join and maybe build up your Japanese skills and make some Japanese friends as well. So let's check them out.
So the first section, I think, is like big club circuit. Now, we have to make a disclaimer.
Circuit with a question mark.
Question mark.
Because in Japan, there's no real circuit.
Exactly. It's almost like circuit adjacent.
What is adjacent?
Like
wannabe?
Are we getting international DJs that do play songs that are along the circuit feel? Yes. Are they bigger clubs than what you'll commonly find in Nichome and in Japan? Yes. But are they international level in terms of like DJ type of music and also venue size and capacity? No. But if we think about the fact that we're going to smaller events and smaller venues and stuff like that, when we do go to these events, they are bigger, they feel a little bit more grand, I think. Yeah. So that's why they're here. But think about it from a Japan point of view. Don't think about it from probably circuit parties you've been to abroad.
Yes.
Are there any on this list that you think you're going to go to this year?
Yes. Singland. I would go again. So out of everything I experienced on this list, of course, I feel like you have definitely more experience than me, but I would say Singland is the most circuity experience that you're gonna get. Every time we go to the cruise, the white party, the organizers of Singland are always there.
Yeah.
So they're very exposed to this kind of like circuit party. I think their intention is definitely to bring that circuit environment or culture to Japan and make it more prevalent. So the vibe is very circuity, and also because they have so many ambassadors and connection within the Asia circuity community, and the crowd and the participants are also very circuity, and you can see many guys at the party taking off their shirt. Because in Japan, I think if you go to a normal Japanese gay clubs, the Japanese local gays are quite shy. They don't really take off their shirt. So if that's the vibe that you really enjoy, I think Singland will be the most interesting party to join.
Yes, and I think another thing that was good about Singland last year was that it was like a festival over the weekend.
There were two parties with an official after party in Shibuya. So it was, very like a smaller scale of circuity festival. Yes.
But sort of like that feeling of like, it wasn't just one day. I think we went one day, it was the end of our party, we had a different theme the other day. Like that was quite fun. So I hope they do something like that again this year.
They do, because they have a spring party coming up in the April in Isotope, which is a collaboration. Yeah. It's also underwear theme party. I think the top is wearing black.
White or something like that? No, white for bottom.
White for bottom and gray is for versatile. So, it's very definitely catering to the circuit crowds. Audience. I'm very excited for it.
So for me, I think just because we're getting up to Golden Week, and probably around the time that this video will be released, it'll be close to that time, I'm sure there's going to be a Discover party. It usually happens every Golden Week. What's fun about this event as well is they usually have like a K-pop room as well. So like if you're not enjoying the music, or you want to take a break for the circuity sort of feel, you can go downstairs and go into like a little sub room, and there's always like music videos and everyone's partying.
That was not a little sub room.
I mean, it's big enough. It was smaller than
no,
the
it was
main
almost as big as the venue.
So.
But I would say it was so packed.
Yes.
And there were so many people going there just for the K-pop section.
Yes.
Okay, I have to be very honest with you guys. It was my first time going to Discover last year. And I don't know if my experience will represent all the Discover party because, you know, Yusaku is very popular because of the boyfriend last year, and we had a lot of women were girls attending the party. It was really kind of like 50-50. I was very surprised how many girls were there. Regardless if it's good or bad, it was my first impression. There were a lot of girls.
So check out these parties if you want something a little bit on a grander scale. Next. Okay, so now we're moving into
what's the word? The power
we asked ChatGPT of a safe way to
not getting demonetized.
Not get demonetized. Let's see what I forgot. Unique tastes.
Okay, I think that's a better word to describe
Unique tastes. Do you have unique tastes? Well, this section is for you. Of all these ones, I think there's one in particular that you are looking forward to.
Actually, I got this information from Andrew as well. He is a pioneer.
I have unique tastes.
He has unique taste, uniquer taste. I'm actually going to the party after we've finished the filming today with my another friend because today's party has an age limitation. So unfortunately, Andrew can't go with me because
I'm aged out.
Yeah, aged out, filtered out. Basically, it's kind of like a X group where, formerly Twitter. Just follow the account, the Twitter account, and you will see more. Basically, just put in short is guys wearing underwear only and drinking together.
Okay, not only that, come on, let's get into it because what did I send to you last night? We were like...
And they have an MTB time.
And they sent this. はじめのもみもみブラックアウトタイムが
MBT.
MBT, yeah. Blackout. What is
blackout time?
Time, but what's MBT? MBT is
time.
Momi Momi blackout time.
Momi Momi blackout time. Yeah.
So Momi Momi is to squeeze.
Yes.
So
and they have a very sexy photo right here.
And someone squeezing someone else's muscles.
Feeling Okay, but the concept is similar. Yes, they have this kind of like how do you say, like the play in stuff. So the concept is you wearing underwear and drinking with other guys and talk. Not only this kind of events, because this naked account, it seems like they host various events, with the big theme of wearing underwear and drinking together. For example, they were like voting on the chat, being like, oh, should I host an event the host will secretly match you with someone else, and you can do like a matchmaking over there as well. So they have different element to this event.
So the one that I went to was last year, and exactly, it was like the naked organizer of the event's called Naked, but every sort of event has some sort of different theme. This one, it has the age thing and has like, maybe it's like there's going to be blackout time. That wasn't at mine. Mine was erotic underwear. It was pretty much the least amount of underwear possible.
Bikini.
So people were wearing bikini. People were wearing ones with like ketsuare. Jockstrap. It was a tiny bar. It was probably the size, like you'll see tonight. It's probably the size of my kitchen and like living room.
No, but they said that like it can fit 70 people.
Yeah, because you're like this.
70 people in
there
the
was
tiny
like
bar.
so many. There was so many, and you just go like this, like to like.
Yeah, okay, but we have to address it, but like because I'm not sure how tourist friendly and foreigner friendly these events are.
Agreed.
Because both of us, speak a really good level of Japanese. It seems like it's majorly catering for people who at least understand Japanese, but as a white person, you didn't feel unwelcomed over there, right?
No, but that is a good point. I think you will need a certain level of Japanese. Not only that, sometimes they ask you or require you to like jump onto other apps and stuff like that in order to, because you had to register, right?
No, I didn't need to register,
you didn't need to?
But they will offer some certain discounts.
Okay.
If you join their group chat or whatever. So and also all the information is in Japanese.
Yes, exactly. So your JLPT is probably not going to help you out for this sort of stuff, but check it out. And like, if you do end up going, just sort of keep that in mind. And it's probably not going to be a place that has any level of strong English. If that is a little bit too intimidating, I think No Sway could work.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like that is an event where the organizers will speak a good amount of English. You can get in, and I don't think there's going to be any necessarily hurdles for you to get over.
Unlike the one I just mentioned, like you need kind of like some Japanese where it's a more exclusive event.
Yes,
but No Sweat is, you know, still isotope.
Yeah.
It's a club event.
Yeah.
And, you know, they don't have any restriction regarding age or how you look or, you know, your body. I actually was my first time joining No Sweat was last year.
Oh, you went?
I went.
Oh, okay.
Finally, after so many years.
Explain what it is.
So No Sweat, which means no panty, only sweatpants. That's how I know it's a weird, like no sweat. It sounds like no short. Sweatpants,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
no, it's like no panty, but only sweatpants, right? So basically you wear no underwear, but only sweatpants. But it's not mandatory because you can get in, but it's more expensive if you don't follow this dress code, and they will check it.
Yes.
At the venue, they will touch it if you're wearing any.
And they always go like around.
Yeah.
Whatever. Yeah.
So it's basically a very, I would say like it's more Japanese way of like clubbing, and people, you know, have their clothes on, but they also have some dark time as well. They turn the lights out. The front is more like normal, people just like vibing and dancing, but at the more on the back, like toward the DJ booth, like things can get a little bit more nasty, spicy, especially during the dark out time.
Yes. Check out No Sway. I think it's almost like a rite of passage. It's like kind of a legendary event here that I think everyone should try.
I think they do like 2 or 3 times per year in Tokyo.
I think more than I think even more. I think they do it once every 2 or 3 months. So
no, but they do rotation. They were doing Tokyo and they'll go to Osaka.
That's true. They do it in Osaka.
But probably in Tokyo just like once or twice per year.
That's the whole point of this video. Follow their account and then you can see when they're doing it.
Yeah, and usually in the summer.
And fall.
Yes.
Usually,
Yes.
Yeah. So the one I'm looking forward to this year that I'm thinking about going to is Oppai Night.
Okay, first of all, oppai means like boobies or like tits.
But it's interesting how they write it, right?
Like manly boobs.
Yeah. So they're using the
man boobs.
Man boobs, yeah. So they're using the word for boobs as in that's usually used for female boobs, but they've changed the kanji to make man boobs. So I thought that was really interesting. Then that threw me down a rabbit hole. Because I was looking at it too. I was like, why do they write oppai? Oppai. And then people were like, because I went down the rabbit hole, they're like, oh yeah, just search oppai for manga. And I was like, they're like, make sure you use the kanji. And I was like, really? And then it was like all this stuff of like these like, it's almost like bara.
Okay, hear me out. But reading this description, one thing concerns me. The venue.
Boiler room.
It's D-Light and Boiler Room, which is more berry. Like I'm not sure how I will be received over there. So although I'm very intrigued by the concept, maybe it's not for me or someone like me.
I do think you have a point. Like Boiler Room and D-Light does skew a little bit more GMPD, but as also we've talked about before, as GMPD isn't necessarily just bare either. There's like a big muscle aspect to it that transcends the English word.
Yeah.
Like it's a hard to define. Anyways, they also have, as I said, peach butt nights, this account. So depends, like, do you like a guy with a nice big plump derriere, or do you like man boobs?
So I guess you're just like, if you're juicy, you love
juicy.
That's the event for you, right?
Yeah. So next one is a section for people into power play. I was gonna go to Buff Tokyo. I heard it was actually really fun. Buff Tokyo is more along the lines of like leather. I think Don went and he had a really good time. And then I think a lot of these events, it's just the same thing. Like it gets to like 9 o'clock and they start at 10 and I'm like, I'm tired. And so I just said I'm not going. And then I get FOMO in the morning for not going. So maybe I'll try it next time. But
Buff Tokyo, that's the one?
Buff Tokyo, that was one, yeah. And I believe, I could be wrong, but I believe it was at like Eagle Blue or something. And I think their next one is focused on sports uniforms. So if that's kind of, you want to dress up as a like baseball player or a soccer player, it could be fun, right? So again, it's more along the leather outfits aspect, like aviators and stuff like that.
Wait, but is it GMPD because it's called Buff?
More GMPD, yes.
Okay.
Yes, yeah. But again, I think other people go, but I'll have to report back on that. But yeah, check this section out because it goes into other unique tastes that are related to power play.
So I know it's not only about clubbing. If you guys want to, watch some drag show, I don't think Tokyo has a overly vibrant drag scene, but like all of the thing that it's in our list, I do recommend Queens for a Cause.
They're working really hard.
Yes.
I was talking to Carlton actually the other day because we went to lunch, and he was like, "You gotta come to the April one. Like we're putting out like a lot into it, sort of thing." So I'm not sure if this is going to be released in time. It might be, but their next show's in April, so you could also go check that.
And they're getting bigger and bigger every single time.
Each time, yeah. So check that out. And then we talk about this actually before in our Nichome tour videos, but every time there's a RuPaul Drag Race season playing, they'll do viewing parties at Eagle Blue. So I believe there's one tonight actually.
Yeah, actually I went last week and I didn't know.
I went last week.
I went, but I didn't go all the way inside. I was with Ricky a little bit, so.
Oh, you should have called me.
Okay, should we jump into Asian
music?
Yeah.
When I came to Japan and I went to all these clubs, I was like, why are they playing top 40 English music? You know what I mean? And I wanted to like listen to some like J-pop. And it's here, it's just you kind of have to find it. You have to find the special events that play it. So these are some of the events that play not only J-pop but K-pop. We also have some anime music as well. So we went to Akiba Night last year, when we went to Summer Splash.
That was Akiba Night?
That was Akiba Night.
Okay, I will go that one again.
Yeah, it's fun, right?
It was fun because it was inside of Nichome and you have other options. You can jump from place to place and so you don't have to stay at one position. But I would say 最近はあんまりアニメの音楽聴いてないけど、でも結構有名な曲が流れてるから、ちょっと蘇るの、そういう記憶が。You know what I mean? Yeah, 懐かしい。So like sometimes I would recall those kind of like piece of memories. It can be very fun and vibing with the crowd. So Akiba Night, I guess out of everything, I would go to Akiba Night. Maybe I will go Oppa. I actually never been. Is it good vibe?
Actually, again, Oppa was at Summer Splash. That was the one at Artie's.
That so many things happened that night. I actually don't remember.
That was the Oppa event in the Summer Splash.
Okay, but then I would say I remember Akiba Night better than Oppa one.
Oppa is also sometimes in some of these big ones. So
they do a collaboration?
They do collaboration, yeah. So the ones that, for instance, are at the bigger venues like Avalon or like Discover or something like that, I really enjoy the K-pop rooms. And they do the music videos, and there's usually someone always knows the dance.
Yes, but Japan has less compared to Bangkok and
Taipei
or Korea. Because those people really know the whole choreography. But Japan, I would say like just one or two people standing, and a lot of people are just cheering them on in a more shy way.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But still very fun.
The fandom
I guess we
is
should
there,
go to Oppa. Yeah.
The fandom is there, and it's fun to be a part of. Yeah. So Oppa Tokyo is good for K-pop, and anime music. Akiba Night's a good one, so check that out. So we were talking a little bit about GMPD before, which is a group that includes a lot of the bear community, but is not a direct translation, goes beyond that. But we found a couple of events that actually are along the lines more of what we consider bear. One, for instance, is Asparabeco.
I mean, to put it in short, if you don't know what it is, watch our pool party interview video. The guys who participated gave a really full introduction or description of the place. Basically, aspara means like the skinny guys, represent the skinny guys, and bacon represent the juicier guys. And basically, it's like the two finding each other over there. So if that's something you're into, definitely go check it out. How about Rainbow Bear Party?
I think it's really that one. We had a really good time at that party. I remember us talking about it. Like, we went for filming the video, but I remember us talking about it, being like, this is really fun.
I feel like they had more interaction. For example, like the gameplays toka. So I thought the music was really good over there as well. So if you want to have a very berry party, Rainbow Bear Pool Party, we do have a video on it, so you can go check it out. Yeah.
So, we're just throwing this in because I don't actually know too much about this, but there are parties available for the lesbian community and the FTM community and the transgender community. One of these is called Goddess. It's like a sub under Vita. So you have like Vita, and then you have the Rainbow Bear Pool Party. There's Goddess, so it's like branching out for new, different communities. Different audiences, and I have never been, so I cannot.
Well, maybe we should go because I want to know what kind of music they listen to. Isn't it interesting? Because I feel like girls and guys probably have like different taste.
And also, so a lot of times at Vita pool parties now, we're seeing female dancers, go-go dancers as well, right?
Ah.
So I'm also really fascinated about the performances. I've already seen some like women dance, and like just the sensual aspect of women dancing, like I'd be at the front being like, yeah, work it, girl. But I don't know if men are allowed.
Okay, so question mark.
Like FTM are allowed, non-binary is allowed. I don't know.
So maybe you can do some research and put on the screen. Yeah, put a note over there. Okay, is it my turn? Because most of the clubbing things is all put by Andrew, okay? There are 2 specific non-clubbing events I'm like super interested to participate this year. So I want to share with you, okay? The first one is called 大人の修学旅行. That one's, I think they host like twice or 3 times per year, which is like going to a off-site location, like outside of Tokyo, and bring a group of guys with some go-go boys to do skiing, do onsen trip, and I have heard so many good stories about it, but I have never had the chance to participate.
It's like when you go to these cities and they have like a gay ski weekend up on the mountain outside of Vancouver or whatever. Vancouver used to have it all the time or whatever, once a year. But it's like that idea.
I probably would not go to the skiing one.
No, I wouldn't, like, it's too cold.
Too cold, and also like it requires so much work.
Yeah.
But I will go to the onsen one if there's a onsen one that I'm like, or fruits picking.
They also had an Okinawa one.
But you have to book very early though. It seems like they get sold out very, very quickly. So follow their account and see if you can get a spot. Okay, another one, maybe it's easier to join, is another group of guys kind of like hosting different events in Tokyo almost every single week. Like I checked their February calendar, they have 20 different events.
Oh my god, and there's only 28 days in the month.
well, maybe I'm just being too ridiculous, maybe 10 or something. Like there were like definitely more than 10. And it's called Danjuku Koryukai. So it seems like they have different events. It's like not, sometimes it can be like nomikai, but last time they hosted the event was like a nabe contesto. Like who makes the best
like our video.
nabe ryori to fight over a man or something. And also they sometimes do crafty things as well, so non-drinking events. It seems like they have like 6,000 different members in the group right now, like following the Twitter account at least. So I don't know much about it, but if you're looking for something, you know, out of the club and outside of the drinking culture, I feel maybe the 大人の修学旅行とこの男塾交流会 can be something very fun. Maybe you can suggest like, oh, how about a language exchange program? Because you know, I do know some people want to learn English here, and maybe you can suggest to the event organizer, and can be very fun. Yeah,
that'd be cool.
Okay, you guys know I'm in my party board era at the moment, right? So we're going to the raving category. I don't think raving culture is very big in Japan, especially techno, like which is something I'm very into at the moment. So our good friend Chris, he actually took me to this very fun club event called like a techno event called Nebula Tokyo. Wow, the music went really, really hard.
Yeah,
it was very bones. And it's something I personally really enjoy, and I think the vibe overall is very kind of like dark but campy. You know, some people wear like very goth outfit as well. It's definitely more straight vibe, but I do see like, you know, people dressed like zombie or whatever. Like it's very queer friendly. Something I recommend that if you are into hard techno, that's something, that's the account you definitely need to check out. Also another one, I'm like super wanted to go. It's called Kyun desu.
Kyun desu.
Do you know this one? So なんかMia Scandal とか and also you know the Go-Go Boy Tiger, he always go there as well. I see a lot of pictures of him vibing at the Kyun desu.
Where is it?
It's an event. It's not a club, so
it'll change.
It will change every single time. But check out the Instagram page. I kind of want to show you because I want to persuade you to go. Wait, don't you get it? The old Harajuku vibe. Very campy and
Wait, did you not just talk about how you're like, I don't really normally like to dress up, and I know it's changing, but it's like this is very much like people will come in their own costumes and stuff
campy,
like that, right?
right?
Very campy.
Very campy. Very I think it's very queer friendly as well.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Sandy was there. See, Sandy.
Oh yeah, Sandy. Yeah.
And Mia Scandal. めっちゃちょっと
Okay, let's
やばい
go.
じゃない
Let's go.
キュンです。Like this is my number one want to go event actually.
That,
yeah. See,
yeah.
people we all know in the LGBT community are going to Kyun desu.
Why have you not invited us before?
It's like the hottest event right now. Like I'm very interested in going.
But you have to dress up. You have to like show camp.
Yeah.
You have to,
okay.
Yeah.
So like Kyun desu, we have to go to Kyun desu. This is my number one event that I want to go.
See you there.
So here's our full list of LGBT plus events going on in Tokyo in 2025. We will be uploading detailed account handles for each one over on our Patreon, so please follow us over there if you're interested in learning more.
All right, and that's it. That's it. So let us know in the comments what event you're looking forward to going to this year. If you are visiting Japan, hopefully something aligns where you can check something out while you're here.
Yeah, but I will definitely see you guys at Kyun desu next time.
Yes, if you want to see him, go to Kyun desu.
Or Danjuku Koryukai, because I'm
good.
gonna win that nabe contest. Just like last time I warned you.
I bet you're gonna do the same thing too. It's not even gonna be nabe. It'll be some sort of like egg with some like tomato sauce.